What is up, everybody? The Primetime CFM is back for Madden 18, and this year we will be using the Tennessee Titans in this online connected franchise mode. We did a Twitter poll a month or two ago, and the Tennessee Titans by far won the Twitter poll of the team that we're going to be using this year. And in week 1, we have a matchup of young franchise quarterbacks, Derek Carr versus Marcus Mariota. Raiders versus Titans. Year 1 of the Primetime CFM is now underway. The Raiders with the ball to start things off. Derek Carr, incomplete pass on his first attempt of the season. Second down, Carr looking to pass again. That's going to be caught, but not by much. Amari Cooper getting the reception. Third down and 6. Derek Carr only rushing 3, so he's got time. He's looking, throwing, and swatted down the ground by Williamson. And we force a punt by Marquette King. That is Adoree Jackson, first round pick of the Tennessee Titans, looking to return it. A prolific returner in his college days, and one of our 2 first-round picks from the draft. We got Corey Davis. The Titans had 2 first-round draft picks in the most recent draft. They got Corey Davis early on, and then midway through, they also got Adoree Jackson. So this is a team full of young talent, as you guys saw. One of our veterans right there actually getting the catch, Delaney Walker. I showed in the beginning of the video our roster. It's really deep. It's extremely deep. We're at least 2 deep at the running back position. We have a whole offensive line over an 80 overall. Look at our young quarterback, Marcus Mariota, showing off his playmaking skills, eluding the defender and finding the Delaney Walker. Our tight ends are 2 or 3 deep, especially with Delaney Walker, one of the best in the league. Our defense, not too shabby either. Our cornerback position is a spot on the rise. Logan Ryan's a guy the Titans acquired in the offseason. Adoree Jackson got drafted. Safety duo, pretty good. Signing Jonathan Cyprien in the offseason, as DeMarco Murray is hurt right there, unfortunately. Third down and 3. Carr gets rocked, loses the ball, and falls right into the hands of the Oakland Raiders, and we squander that field position. Had a chance to get a field goal right there. At least I tried to step up in the pocket, and that dude just ended up block shedding and just killing Marcus Mariota. Thankfully, DeMarco Murray's not injured too badly. We're going to keep Derrick Henry in the game and let DeMarco Murray rest because, like I said, we're 2 deep at the running back position. We don't have to force him to come back in the game in week 1 of the season. And right now, the way our defense is playing, I feel like we should be pretty good as long as we can get something going with Henry, and then, we could get some play action rolling as Adoree Jackson trying to spin off the defender. Mariota with the ball on first down under pressure, gets it off to Derrick Henry, who gets by Mack, but not by the other defender. 3 for 3 start for Mariota, make it 4 for 4. Corey Davis, end zone, touchdown, first career catch, first career TD, all at the same time. The Titans are the first ones to score in this game as Byard gets the interception, and Byard has got a straight lane for the end zone. Look at him go in. This game has turned quickly. 14 points in a matter of seconds by the Tennessee Titans as this pass is intercepted by Wesley Woodyard, and Woodyard trying to score himself gets by Carr and in the end zone. Oh, when it rains, it pours. Oh my goodness. This game went from being a slow-paced game, might be a defensive battle, and it might still be a defensive battle, but we are dominating that battle right now as Crabtree able to get a first down to try to stop the bleeding injury timeout on the field. I believe it was the center Rodney Hudson who actually got injured on that play as Jared Cook, the new Oakland Raider, gets the catch. And look at this. That is not supposed to be a message that shows up in an online connected franchise, because you're not supposed to quit in an online connected franchise, but it showed up anyways. It's kind of weird that we got that in our first game of the season. Obviously off to a really good start, but we don't want to, look too far beyond and get too hyped up, because this is a really good Raiders team. You guys know the Raiders are a team that has a lot of potential to do big things in this AFC conference. This is a team that we could potentially see again in the playoffs with this stacked roster they have and all the young talent and the old veteran Marshawn Lynch returning to the NFL and returning in the end zone. Feed him Skittles. Injury timeout on the play is actually Wesley Woodyard, who has a broken thumb. Unlike DeMarco Murray, he's actually hurt for real. He's out for the game and probably going to be out for a little bit with, a broken thumb. I doubt he's going to be playing next week as we try to go in the end or in the corner to Corey Davis, but unfortunately Mariota a little bit too far on the pass. Third down and 9. Mariota intercepted. The Raiders are starting to get some momentum. I just try to force a pass in there to our rookie Corey Davis. I'm trying to get some XP and we messed that up a little bit. So we'll just make sure we don't do that. In the meantime, our defense continues to ball out. Derek Carr, a horrendous first half, his 3rd interception, and we're midway through the second quarter. There's still a ton of time for him to throw more interceptions, so he's definitely got to cool things down. We got to get our offense going a little bit. We definitely want to make sure we score points beyond pick sixes, because that's not always something that's going to happen as Rashard Matthews gets the catch. As you guys see, we're really deep at the wide receiver position as Marcus Mariota. So fast. I don't know. All you guys that did the Twitter poll, I don't know if you guys really made the right decision giving me the Tennessee Titans, because this team is so good. These guys, for a Madden team especially, these guys have so many big-time weapons, so many fast receivers. Murray is an interesting situation as there's an injury timeout, I believe, for the Oakland Raiders. Third down and inches, passing the ball and getting the first. A perfect play call, catching him sleeping to send the blitz, and Delaney Walker gets us the first down as we look to pass. Mariota leaving the pocket and hitting Matthews, who gets hit right back. Second down and 5, running the ball with Derrick Henry, and Henry! Oh, a little joke move to get in the end zone. Henry's on the board for the first time this season. It's a 7-28 game, and this ball has to be taken out the end zone. It is, but not going to be returned for much. Actually finding to get all the way to the 14-yard line, but man, like I said, when it rains, it pours for the Oakland Raiders. Nothing can go right for them. The only thing that seems to be going okay is when they give the ball to Marshawn Lynch. This time it's play action, car, rolling, throwing. Ryan nearly got his second interception of the game. Now it's third down and 8. Derek Carr gotta get something going. Ooh, man. I believe that was Adoree Jackson who nearly got his first interception, and Byard was thinking about getting his second pick 6 of the season as this ball goes way back in. Marquette King just booms it. Ended up being a touchback. What a leg this dude has. The wind was working on his side, but still, what a kick by Marquette King as we roll out with a minute 35 left in the first half. At least for the rest of the first half, we're going to keep our foot in the gas pedal. Even though we could, potentially chew up some clock, just like the way real NFL teams do. And we try to attack and get one more touchdown on the board, make it a 7:35 game, and then we'll think about maybe chewing up some clock in the second half. But third down and 7, we're not even gonna get a first down on the drive. Justin Ellis gets the sack, just grabbing Mariota while being blocked by a defender and throwing him down the ground. We punt the ball, 47 seconds left to Derek Carr, who lobs it to Jared Cook. Not gonna get much on the play, and actually, yeah, he actually was able to go out of bounds. But on second down and 8, Bryce McCain gets the interception. The screen pass intended from Marshawn Lynch was absolutely covered. He threw it anyways, got intercepted, and now we get the ball in pretty good field position here. And the way the primetime CFM works is that you have to punt the ball on fourth down as Henry loses the ball, and thankfully we pick it up back, giving us some time to work with in this first half to score points, hitting Eric Decker in the middle of the field to the 21-yard line. We call our second time out of the half. 18 seconds left now. Mariota gonna hit Decker. This is inbounds, so we're gonna have to call our final timeout after Khalil Mack sent an absolutely devastating hit. We throw it up to Corey Davis, and Davis proving why the Titans drafted him so high. What a catch, contested in the end zone. I was just going to throw it up, and if not, we were just going to kick the field goal. But Corey Davis made a grown man play. He doesn't look like a rookie out there, guys. His second touchdown of the first half in his first career game. As Adoree Jackson, he sees what Corey Davis is doing, like, hey, if he's eating, I could get some numbers too, but unfortunately, we're not able to get too much going in the return game, but that's not really our big focus right now as DeMarco Murray running the ball. We're just going to run the ball right now in the second half. We're going to pass on third down because we want to at least try to get a first down to extend the drive. Rolling out, wide open man, it's Corey Davis again! Upended by Mack, but Corey Davis is near 100 yards in his debut as DeMarco Murray back in the game. Punishing run by Murray getting to the 21-yard line. Next play, it's a counter. It's DeMarco patiently following his blocks, and Murray in the end zone for the touchdown. I don't know why DeMarco Murray came back in the game, because you guys saw I chose him to stay out for the rest of the game, but he randomly came back in, and I was kind of lazy. I didn't want to fix it in the depth chart, so I was like, all right, Murray, if you want to stay in, you do you. And DeMarco Murray did him. Let's just say that. This game is starting to get out of hand. Second down and 21 after Jarrell Casey gets a sack, I believe, our first sack of the season, as Marshawn gets a nice little run, but brings up a third down and 13. Derek Carr looking in the corner, testing Logan Ryan again, and that's not a good idea. Logan Ryan's playing some lockdown defense right now as, oh man, that's another boomer by Marquette King. It's going to go down. Unfortunately, a bad bounce right there going for a touchback. So I was trying to make a point earlier. This is a CFM league, so you won't see me trying to run up the score up and down. At this point in the game, I'm just trying to chew a little bit of clock and get this game over with, show some respect to the opponent, just like in the real NFL. No one really tries to run up the score when they're up 42-7, but when you can run the football like this, When there's a touchdown on the board, you go and take it. DeMarco Murray is bullying these men tonight. 74 yards on 3rd down and 8. Like I said, I was just going to run. I didn't really care if I got the first down or not. If I don't get the first down, Murray just trucked the dude in. He's easily over 100 yards in his first game of the season. So, in the CFM, you punt the ball on 4th down every single time. Unless it's like a 4th down and 1 deep in the opponent's territory, then you can go for it in that situation, or it's in the 4th quarter. But otherwise, you know, you just try to play as realistic football as possible. You don't spam the same 3 plays, so you won't see anybody run like cheesy plays that you see in normal online games. It's DeMarco Murray again running into Delaney Walker. Oh, Walker wasn't in the way. We might have been able to get that one going a little bit further, but we're just going to chew a little bit of clock here, running again with Murray. So that's the rundown of this CFM. We have the Tennessee Titans this year, and we are going to be starting 1-0. In our division, we have the Jaguars, we have the Texans, and we have the Indianapolis Colts. You guys know that the AFC South is not the toughest division, so I definitely believe we can win the division this year, and then we'll see what kind of playoff seeding we can get if we do win that division or get a wild card, whatever it may be. As Marshawn Lynch with a big-time run. It's late in the game, but Marshawn's still getting his. If you guys did not watch the CFM last season, we were the Seattle Seahawks last year, and we ended up winning 2 Super Bowls out of 4 seasons, so we're pretty successful. We made the playoffs every single time. We made it to at least the AFC Championship game every single year. So we're doing pretty good in the CFM, and we're off to a great start once again, so hopefully we can continue that success. But for the most part, I'm just here to have fun with the CFM. It's not like a try-hard thing or anything like that. This is just, you know, a casual CFM. It's not a competitive kind of thing. You guys see we're playing on the simulation game mode as Derek Carr actually gets a QB sneak for a touchdown. A lot of, you know, modes in Madden are on the competitive game mode or running the simulation game mode, which I really don't know too much of the difference between simulation and competitive, besides the fact that like quarterbacks might overthrow open passes more often and ratings are supposed to matter and I don't know, some other weird stuff. But thankfully, we get the victory in our first game, 14-49, a dominating win by the Tennessee Titans, and we really set the mark in that first quarter with our defense. 2 pick sixes, and then we finished the game off with some back-breaking runs by DeMarco Murray. You guys saw 170 yards on the ground. Corey Davis with a fantastic debut. What we're going to do after we look at these stats is go over some week 1 scores and some week 1 stats, and that's what we're going to be doing for the most part as a post-game show for the Primetime CFM, just going over everything else that happens around the league after our game ends, just so you guys can stay up to date, because it's not just our team in the league. I'm sure you guys are interested to see what everyone else is doing, like New York Giants being the Dallas Cowboys. You see some passing yardage. Carson Palmer is the leader right now in passing yards. We checked the passing completion numbers. So I was pretty sure we were leading the league with Mariota, and we pretty much are, besides 2 guys that threw like 2 passes. Terrence West leading the league in rushing, but look at DeMarco Murray, not too far behind with 170 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground. And the thing is, I'm thinking about trading DeMarco Murray so we can open up more time for Derrick Henry, because I think we can get a good draft pick for DeMarco Murray when we trade him. But the way DeMarco Murray is playing right now, I kind of want to keep him, man. I'm kind of tempted to see some of the reception leaders, including Odell Beckham Jr. over 100 yards. Corey Davis is up there, one of the only guys to get 2 touchdown catches so far. Darius Jackson, I believe his name is, he's leading the league with 3. And now we finally look at the defensive stats. As we look at the defensive stats, I'll say if you guys liked the video, leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed it. If you guys are ready to rock with this Primetime CFM this year, subscribe to the channel, and you guys will be able to keep up with every single game. I'll be uploading every game as long as they are played. And on that note, I will catch you guys next time for next week's game.